Right, good morning. We're at Rabi Tower over in Corfu on the east coast of the UAE. I'm really looking forward to this morning's hike. If I just put you over my shoulder here, you'll see what I'm looking at. Lovely calm morning. That's the port of Corfu, the Corniche, and everything else that Corfu has to offer. Here's the reason for Rabi Tower's, the Rabi Tower Hike name. So this is Rabi Tower. And there's a well here. Well, I presume that's a well, or is it a fire pit or something like that? I don't know. I will definitely find out for you. Not sure. Not sure. Right then, we're going, if I do this as we did before, we're going up there. All right. This is one of the most popular, if not the most popular hike, probably in the UAE. And I suppose, as with all the popular things, it has its upsides and it has its downsides. Now, there's a new restaurant here. I don't know if it's opened yet. Let's just find out. I've been on this hike many times. Let's ask the chap here. Good morning. Is the restaurant open yet? Good morning. Is this restaurant open yet? Oh, morning time. It's a little bit early now. It looks lovely, doesn't it? Nice. I'll come and have a coffee here later. Thank you. So the restaurant is now open. I've completed this hike, I'm going to say at least 10 times. Right, good morning everybody. I'm making this recording again now, so because I wasn't sure the microphone was plugged in. So one of the downsides to starting early is that I'm asleep. So it is early. I've started the climb up Rabi Tower, which is probably the country's most popular hiking route. It's over in Corfu on the east coast, easily accessible from the west coast. There's a new set of, see if I put this over my shoulder here. There's a new set of tunnels that only opened a couple of years ago, right through the Sharjah mountains. And so from Dubai, you could be here in a little over an hour and a quarter, really. It's really quite fast. It's called Rabi Tower because there's a tower at the start. So you can probably see me looking down there. There is a cafe that's freshly, newly built. I remember, I've been here many times. I've been here at least 10 times. And that wasn't there only 6 months ago. So looking forward to having a coffee there once I finish. Yeah, it's called Rabi Tower because of the defence tower. It's the most popular climb. I wonder, most popular hike. It's not really a climb. It's the most popular hike. So generally with popularity, it's because they're good. So I wonder if it's the most popular, is this the best hike? Some guys here admiring the view. Morning guys. How are you? Good, good, good. Hi. So the question is, it's the most popular, but is it the best? We're certainly going to find out. I'm already on a new trail. When we used to come down on the other side, it's kind of up and down the same mountain. I'll tell you about the profile of the course in a second. It used to be a single trail all the way up, all the way down. And they made the descent into something akin to what we're on now, which I don't like as much. It's very painful on my knees. So we'll come down that way and I'll show you what I mean. So this is still brilliant, I love it. Now what I did notice down by the tower were a lot of direction boards, signposts. And that was always going to be one of my criticisms because it's so popular here. So many people have made their own little routes up. And since the municipality got involved and made it into this fantastic hiking trail, you could easily not get lost because it's basically up. As long as you're going up, you'll get there. But there are lots of little trails. So I saw a lot of signboards at the bottom. and I'm sure it's going to be fairly well signposted once complete. So, first thing in the morning, I started about 6:30. I've been going for about half an hour now, really, 20 minutes. So some of the advantages of coming first thing in the morning, well, there's one of them, look. I set off from my home this morning in twilight, so it was dark, or just getting light. That's what twilight means. Half light, I think. What's going on here? Right, the trailer is still under construction. I presume that's going to be a bridge of sorts. Or something. So, yeah, the advantages are you can get a car parking space at the top car park, which is generally shorter stay, but it doesn't say how long the short stay is. There are some disabled car parking spaces, but use those at your peril if you're not eligible, and they will fine you, quite rightly so. If the top car park is full, and there's only about 10 spaces, hello guys, how are you? Yeah, if the top car park's full, there's the long stay overflow car park at the bottom, right down at sea level, which adds on about 80 metres of climbing. The start of Rabi Tower is 85 metres high altitude. These are all fairly new, these little shaded rest areas. Hi. No, a couple having a nice breakfast there. So these are the signs I was on about. Yeah, big heavy metal things, fantastic. I hope they recycle that plastic. Yeah, so the old trail used to come up through here, I'll show you. And this is what I mean, there's a few different trails to get up here. Difficult to get lost, but this was the old trail. And you can still see down to the tower and the cafe there. Looking forward to that coffee whenever I finish. So some of the advantages coming first thing in the morning. Well, there's no people here hardly. And the people I have seen, I don't mind people, by the way. Yeah, I do really, but well, I've seen two hikers, a lady and a lady going up, a gent coming down. I've seen that couple there just having breakfast. I think all the boys here, I think they're all labourers on the mountain, waiting to start their shift. So thank them in advance. But if you come here, just say for instance on a Friday afternoon or on a national holiday, it is absolutely crazy, crazy, crazy busy. Which again is not a problem, but you're almost nose to tail on here with people. And some people completely unprepared for the climb, although it's easy, in that there's no technical, look, a lovely set of stairs here. Although it's easy, it's still going to take you 2 hours, and you're still going to need your water, and you're still going to need a level of fitness. So the number of times I've seen people up here sort of sat down on these rocks on the left, thinking what on earth are they doing? So it's popular, but there are downsides. Some of the advantages to starting early, as I said, this sunset. As I said, this sunrise is remarkable. It's lovely. Right up over the Oman Sea, and it's cool. 31 degrees, that's all. I'm still sweating though, but that's normal for me. So good car parking, lovely weather, very quiet. These are the advantages. Disadvantages, well, the disadvantage of coming early in the morning is, I'll tell you what was, at about 5:30, I was checking to see what the weather was like. And it was very cloudy, so the sun hadn't risen at all, hadn't burnt off any clouds. Let's put this in front now. yeah, the sun hadn't burnt off any clouds, and I wasn't sure what the weather was going to be like. So that's a disadvantage, especially if you come here across from Dubai or further afield. However, as we know in the UAE, yeah, highly likely it's going to be a nice day. Certainly a warm day. Right then, so profile of the course, profile of the route. It's like the letter M for mother. So we're going up the first mountain, and there's a flag at the top. And then what we do once we got to the top of the first one, we come down and we can see Secret Beach and other places. And then we have to go up the second one. And that's where you see a lot of people turn for home. They've realised they've underestimated the mountain or overestimated their abilities. And you see people turning for home there. So 2 mountains. There are ways of doing it just with 1 mountain, but we're here for a hike, so why try and shorten the course? I've got the Garmin on. I've already been 1 kilometre, 21 minutes of walking so far. I know how far it is and how high it is, but I'll tell you as we go along and confirm all the details because of these new trails. I'll confirm all the details in the description. All right, guys, let me enjoy this walk on my own. I'll speak to you in a bit. Yeah, as I said, one of the good things about coming up here is that you see the sort of the serious hikers when you first. Let me put this on the front here. Yeah, when you come up here in the morning, you'll only see people that are quite serious about the hiking. That's not to say those that come in the afternoon aren't. But I've just had a nice chat here with Hamdan, and I asked him. My first question was, I said, "Have you been to the top?" And he said, "What, Hamdan?"
Yeah, I have been to the second one, like to the top, but not today. Today is like I did only the first stop because
Okay.
I was tired, to be honest.
And why are you tired?
Because
it's
I stopped for like 2 months because of the heat, because of the summer,
yeah.
and I started today. So
Oh, I get
I
that.
was
Yeah.
hoping I'll do it both, but I could not. Seriously,
Well, there you go. So that's what I'm kind of confirming. This is a tough hike. It's not easy.
it is. It is. I did so many hikes, and it needs work.
Yeah.
It
Oh
does.
no, I've said that you've got to be fit. A lot of
Yes.
people come here because they think it's Rabi Tower and then turn around after halfway. So don't be afraid to turn around. Yeah, and as with a lot of people here in the summer, we don't do a lot of activity, and then we start again in September when the season starts.
Yep.
But it takes time, doesn't it, to get your
It
fitness
does.
back?
It does.
Yeah.
It does. So I'm hoping it will take me only a week, not more than a
Oh,
week.
you'll get
We'll
it.
see.
Yeah, you'll get it back
We'll
quickly.
see.
It's muscle memory. You'll get it back.
Yeah.
Well, listen, it's great seeing
Good
you.
to meet you.
No, thank
Have
you.
fun.
I look
Enjoy.
forward to seeing you again
We'll see you
soon on one of these trails.
Absolutely.
Take care. What a lovely bloke. And he actually stopped to chat to me as well. Normally it's me kind of activating the conversations. Really nice guy. So he set out today just to go to the top of the first one. Well, maybe he set out to go to the top of the second one, but thought there's no point in pushing it. I'm just going to have a nice, enjoyable experience rather than the purgatory. And it is tough. I'm telling you, it's tough. Come and have a look. Come and do it for yourself. Be prepared. Bring your water. Now, we talked about the labourers down there. Obviously, we had some quite bad rains a month or so ago. Even longer now, maybe. And they are clearly improving the trails coming up the mountain. So, very nice seeing Hamdan. I'll turn the camera off. Let's crack on. Just a few seconds camera off, but camera back on. Just looking at these steps I'm climbing up here. Like I say, this is a physical effort. And I was thinking about the tragic news, and this is from a credible source. So there's a lot of mileage in this. It's not just a rumour. But there has been a death on here. A member of the public. I'd say if it was before COVID or towards the COVID epidemic, COVID-19, yeah, there was a hiker. Whether they were unprepared physically, or they got lost, or they fell, or whatever the reasons, I don't know. But I have heard, like I say, from a credible, just look at this, from a credible source, that there has been a unfortunately a death on here. So once again, be prepared. Fail to prepare, prepare to fail. That has been said for a reason. It's not made up there just to sound like some American inspirator. So yeah, I love it. I'll see you at the top of the first. So I'm just plodding up. That's what I'm doing. One of those advantages of starting early, no rush at all. And as I've said before, I've been up here many times, at least double figures, and this is new. So this little tower, I'd say observation platform, observation deck is brand new. I imagine sunset time here, what will be the benefit of climbing all the way to top, nearly 400 meters up? Well, there'll be lots of benefits, but you could have a lovely experience just coming here. This is, what, 135 meters. So we started at 85. Is that only 50 meters altitude? Wow. You can see the tower down there. I'm sure that you won't be able to pick it up on the camera, but you can see all the Corsican there. It's wonderful. I just noticed this as well. I've seen a couple of these large holes, and I can only imagine it's either for a tree, which I don't think so, because I'd have to put water up here, irrigate it. So I imagine that this hole here is for those signs with a concrete base, because they need to make them permanent. But if that was the case, and I've seen a couple of them right on, you need a sign where someone is going to get lost. You don't need a sign. This is one way up, one way down. There's no other place to go. So Corsican municipality, mountain team, you don't need to put a sign there. Put it at the junctions where people can actually get lost. But it might have all sorts of other information on there. So let's leave the jury out to decide once the signs are up. I'm sure they will be an improvement. And I hope they meet my high expectations. I'm always here for any advice anyone ever wants on clear signposting. As you're probably aware, it's a bit of a pet hate of mine. And these were the old signs here, these little hiking trails, just wooden things glued onto the rock, which is fantastic and worked well. Look at this, great trail, great trail. I can hear the chatter of people up there. I've seen some people coming down, so whether they've been to the top of both, I don't know. I don't mind these sort of people though, as I say. I'm a bit of a snob really. I might stop for a drink soon. All this chatting, it's making me thirsty. Okay, I'm going to have 3 nice stops for water and stuff like that on the way up. Whoops. Simple law of physics there, friction. Got my natural papaya slice. Looking forward to this. These guys, serious hikers, coming down. Morning, boys. Good morning. How are you? Super. So they're coming down. I'm in no rush at all, so I mean, I don't mind spending, let's be honest, I don't mind spending 10 minutes here. The sun's, what's that, about, that's 3, about 2 o'clock on the, no, about 10 o'clock, sorry, on the way up. Beautiful. If you ask me a simple question, mango, dried papaya, which is better? There's no question or doubt that papaya, although very nice, is nowhere near as nice as dried mango. Sorry for all those papaya producing countries around the world who have just ruined your business, but what I'd suggest you do is take up mango growing. It's still full of energy though, wow. Lovely. I'll have one more piece of papaya. I hate it that much. I'll just have the 4 pieces. This is a weapon. I'm going to go for a little piece. Look at that. Morning, gentlemen.
Morning, how are you?
Oh, super.
I picked up before. It's
That's.
Explorer.
Hi, how are you? Excuse me.
What's your YouTube channel?
The English Explorer.
The English.
The English Explorer. THE. Yeah.
Okay.
So, where are you go? Where would you recommend me go to next?
Next, there is Arrafesa Dam.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. Yeah.
There is another channel to Rahat al-Suhub.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I see it from here?
Yeah, you can see. From here. This is another.
I'm very sweaty. Watch it.
There is a dam there.
Yeah.
The Arrafesa Dam. This street.
Yeah.
You will park down. Okay. Then there is like a trail until the summit.
Wow. Okay.
It's around 7 kilometers.
So bigger than this then?
Bigger than this, yes.
Oh,
So,
I might go and do it now.
no.
How's this? Go there. Brilliant. Well,
See you.
I will see you two up there.
Yeah.
Come and see the English Explorer.
The English, yeah, I see you pick up this.
Arriving now at the top of what is the first point of the letter M. So, as I said, it's an M profile. I said earlier about a height of about 130. I thought, no, that can't be right. And you're right, it wasn't right. It was my pulse. So we're now at 324 meters and no flag. Very disappointing. No, I'm just kidding. I don't care. I want a flag on the big one. Wonderful. Look at this. Look at this. I could see why a lot of people turn round and say that's enough. Because to be honest, it's taken me an hour to get up here. I've had a big stop for breakfast and spoken to people, but I'd say 30 or 40 minutes down. Yeah. Right then, so I'm gonna have a quick drink, little stop here. So we're at the top point. I don't know if we're gonna see this. Be a shame. Why don't they put a big bridge right across to the peak of the second one? That'd be amazing. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Right. Princeton from Kerala, Shiva, whoever you are, Vishan. Honestly, if I see you painting on these rocks, well, I won't be held accountable. I cannot be held responsible for what I do. But the minimum that I would do is take you to the police. And I'll make you come up here and clean that shit off. I hate it. Princeton Sprith from Kerala, shame on you. Hate it. Don't do it. I promise you, don't ever get caught by me doing that. It'd be worse than the police catching you. Right then, my blood pressure's up now. Quick drink. I'll see you on top of there. I don't know. Yeah, the way down from the first summit has been quite rutted. And you can probably see now. But I imagine, they will definitely come and sort this out. I hope they don't make it too wide. I hope they leave it as a single trail. But, whoa, dear me. So I'm now sort of in the part between the two mountain tops. And just let me concentrate here. Bush. Yeah, it's lovely here. What you can do, you can see down to Secret Beach. And there used to be a sign that said Secret Beach, which always seemed a bit illogical to me, telling you about a secret. Another rest area. This looks quite significant. It's probably going to have toilets, I would suggest, the way it's been built. If I quickly put this over my shoulder, like I say, just a minute or so here. Spectacular views down to what is Secret Beach. You're not allowed to access the beach from here. In fact, I don't think you can access the beach from anywhere. I think that's closed to the public. But look at that, beautiful. Right then, down at 281. So I've dropped about 50 meters from there. We're going to go up to the second summit. Okay, 357 meters up. So I'm very near the summit now. I've just reached kind of the top of a mountain, and it's a bit like playing Manchester City or Liverpool in the Premier League. It's not over until the referee blows the final whistle. And what you get to the top of that little summit there, and then you see the flag about 400 or 500 metres further on. But what it is, it's lovely. The top, you walk along the top of the ridge. And so it actually lets you relax and look at the views and see trail runners coming past and things like that. So what I say is, I love the top of Rabi Tower. There's actually a sign down there that says Rabi Tower Mountain Top. So whilst a lot of people do turn around over there, this is the true summit. But there's no shame in turning around there. But yeah, you can just relax on the final bit here. So for the last 200-300 metres, I've been celebrating. It's been wonderful. So nearly at the top, 353 metres. I'm going to push on to the summit. Hillary's step. Now those two trail runners came past me like goats on the mountainside. And the man, I said, "Are you racing?" to him. He said, "No, just dawdling." I thought, oh fuck, I wish I dawdled like you. But well done there. Okay, nearly at the summit now here. So if I put that there, you'll see me. Well done, the English explorer reaches the top of Al Rabi Tower Mountain. I'll put this back over my shoulder. Brilliant. Well worth the effort. Well worth the effort. It's taken me, I'm at 373 altitude. An hour and a half to get up here slowly. 3 kilometres. Yeah, guys, come and do it. Get out of bed, make the effort. I could easily have lay in this morning, put snooze on the alarm, woken up, had a croissant and a coffee, and not known what I was missing. I love it, guys. Come and sit up here next weekend. No excuses. Orange peel. That's fresh. That's from today. So one of those, I say, genuine hikers, serious hikers. I don't forgive anyone for rubbish. None at all. But I definitely don't forgive people that come up here kind of valuing what it is, serious, seasoned, regular climbers. Don't do it, please. Right then, heading down very quickly. Sun is up now, hat is on. I'm absolutely sodden. It's very humid. Super. Let me put this in front here just in case you think I'm not lying. Absolutely sodden. My hat inside the rucksack was soaking wet as well. There's another rest area, shaded area. I can imagine you could spend some time up there, crack open some cold drinks, and really enjoy your time up here. No rush to get down now. So I'm going to head down to what is the gap between the two mountains. I don't even know what you call that. Does it have a special name? Is it a valley? No, a valley would be a kind of elongated, that's what I class as a valley, area between two mountains. But we'll call it a valley anyway. So where you could get down to the secret beach from. Heading down. All the hard work is done. See you at the bottom or in the valley. Who knows? It's quite rutted up here still, but oh, have I come the wrong way? I think I've come the wrong way. I don't remember this. Yeah, maybe you don't need. Maybe you do need the signs. Hang on, my legs are saying, "What are you doing?" I thought you told us we'd finished. Well, that's. Definitely don't remember that. Oh, right. I see. Right then. Look at this. You do need signs. Come down here, I can see the trail there. I've naturally gone right, but it's not, it's here. Of course, now I remember it. So you've got to go right down to this shaded rest area with a flat roof. I will never ever understand who invented the flat roof. What is that all about? Why don't you put a slope on it? Anyway, flat roofs, unless they're there to collect water and leak in the future. I don't know if you'll pick this up on the camera. I don't know if you'll be able to witness this splendour, the marvel of this sun reflecting off the shimmering Oman Sea. I'm not trying to be romantic or anything like that, it's just beautiful. Honestly, forget the Rabi Tower mountaintop. This is the highlight of the whole trip. Just walking along this ridge top, looking down. Yeah. Honestly, it's wonderful. Wonderful. Also, at the end of the week, I'll be getting an Amazon delivery, and it's a better quality 360 cam. It's the same brand, Insta360, but it's going to be a 6K model. I did look at the 8K model, which is significantly more expensive, like eye-watering. But the good news is, it's just too big to carry and be an action cam. But I've got this 1-inch version coming next week. So whilst I wish I had that better camera now, I'm sure you'll be able to understand what I'm talking about even with this 4K version. Nearly down into the valley now. Yeah, this is in a bit of a state of disrepair. I've slipped and slided a little bit on the way down, but nothing too dangerous, just take care. Now for many a year now, the only way down was the way we were going to go down. So what you can do, a lot of purists, I'll call them purists, they go up over they do like the letter M there and back. But I'm not going to do that because we've been over that way to get here, so you know that one. I'm going to take you down the way they originally took us down, which I'm taking one for the team really here because I hate it. It's almost, you can see it here, it's this lower trail, and it's torturous for your knees. I've had 3 knee operations, arthroscopies, and I've just come back from a grade 2 Achilles tendon tear. That won't really be affected down here. But the pressure on your knees going down here, I think they just got a little bit bored in designing the trail. So I'll take you down there, but that's not really the best way. If you can go back over the letter M, but make sure that you've got enough energy and supplies, but it's worth, well, you decide, you know how you feel. All right then. As I say, I'm sure this will have toilets in here. There's no toilets on the route, but there will be toilets and amenities in the cafe at the bottom, which will be open a little bit later in the morning. I wonder if they know where they're going. I'll leave them be. I'll ask them. Oh no, I'll leave them be. They know where they're going. Got rucksacks and hiking boots on. All right, so I'm on the descent now, back to the start. Knees are hurting already. I'm still on that descent. As I said, my knees will be crying out saying, what are you doing? And they are saying, what are you doing? I don't dislike this descent. I just prefer going back over the top of the way we came up. But each their own. I'm really just showing you this, like I say, so you know a few of the scenarios of getting round up and down our Rabi Tower. And if this was all there was, I'd be saying this is amazing. And there's not an awful lot of alternatives. I suppose they've had to go right round there because we're well and truly going down the side of a mountain here. If they wanted to reduce the steepness of this descent, or ascent if you're coming up, I wouldn't recommend coming up this way, no way. Much better going over the top of the letter M. Just about down now, our Rabi Tower complete. It's taken me 2 hours, 20 minutes so far. That's with a lot of rests though, a lot of rests. I have done this in an hour and a half before, so recommended time scale, minimum 90 minutes, an hour and a half. Definitely give yourself 3 hours though. Oh, some ladies doing some fitness here. Give yourself 3 hours. I've gone 5 kilometres, but I do know it's 6 kilometres if you come over the top. Total ascent 388. So I started off by saying, this is the most popular, most famous trail. Is it the best trail? Well, I'd still stand by the fact that this is the most popular and the most famous trail. Is it the best trail? Well, I don't like to say which is best and which isn't. It's certainly up there in terms of one of my favourites. Is it my favourite? Still no. And I'll tell you why. There's too many of these steps. The trails are too big for me. But it's still brilliant. I've now been on it, I think, 11 times. So just because it's not my favourite doesn't mean to say it's not brilliant. Still my favourite is the geological trail up in Toyen, up in the north of Fujairah. But I am interested in going on that Rafisa Dam trail that I was told about earlier today. Hi there. Good morning. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to going on that Rafisa Dam. So who knows, that might take over #1 position. I was going to treat myself to a coffee, but I'm absolutely drenched. So it'd be unfair on me to go into a very nice restaurant and probably have a fantastically brewed cup of exotic South American or African luxury roasted bean, Kofi Luwak maybe, but I'm afraid to say I'd leave a big puddle on their seat. Also, there's no way around this for me. I sweat profusely. If you see me on a squash court, you see me anywhere doing some activity, I'm just sweat, I'm dirty. And there's no solution. I see people wearing shorts, but I'd still sweat if I wore shorts. And the truth is, you know, I hold my parents accountable, responsible for many things. And one of the things is, they're from the UK where there's no sun. I got no melanin in my skin. If I was to walk up and down there without all this clothing on, I would just burn. And we know how harmful and how dangerous the sun's ultraviolet rays are. Listen, guys, I'll put it all in the description. I'd love to see you out here on the mountain or exploring somewhere. Please don't be afraid to hit the like button and subscribe. Tell your friends about this. All right. Peace out, everybody. See you soon. Bye now.